I hope you've been enjoying all these TMNT videos I've been posting all summer. I talked about the cartoon, the action figures, the board games, video games. I've even eaten Michelangelo's nasty pizzas, from the Diarrhea Pizzeria. In the past, I've reviewed the original NES game as the Angry Video Game Nerd. Well, Angry Nintendo Nerd at the time. I've also gone back to the original comics that started it all. So I'm almost done with Ninja Turtles. I think I covered just about everything I wanted to do, but there's still some random live-action leftovers. When it comes to live-action Ninja Turtles, I've already discussed the first 3 live-action films. I don't remember how many times I've brought them up, but I still maintain to this day that the first film is a good movie, and one of the better comic book movies that still holds up. As the films went on, they gradually got worse. I still find the second one thoroughly enjoyable through the eyes of a child. The third one I already reviewed in depth, which was pretty much a full critical thrashing.
Just like Elvis in Blue Hawaii.
I even sliced that thing in half with a sword.
It's hammer time!
I've already picked apart the awful Christmas special.
It's Christmas Eve, would believe.
And as for the Turtles Tunes tape, my God, do I need to say anything about that? Just look at it.
Going round and round and up and down. I just want to get off. Going round and round and up and down. I just want to get off.
But there's other turtle shit you should just look at. For example, the Coming Out of Their Shells tour. Nostalgia Critic and I know how much that sucks, and we looked at its own documentary video, but it wasn't until recently when I obtained the full 90-minute concert VHS tape. It is more hilarious than anything I could have ever imagined. I remember owning the cassette tape and listening to it all the time. At first, I don't think I liked it because it didn't sound anything like the Ninja Turtles, at least not what I imagined them to sound like. But then I started enjoying it. I don't know why. The songs are so hilariously stock. It's just like Spinal Tap, but in turtle form. I guess as a kid, it's what you'd call a guilty pleasure. But I was a kid, so who cares? I never actually saw the Coming Out of Their Shells tour live, but I remember seeing the commercials for it on TV all the time. I wish I went to see it because it's part of pop culture history. Well, at least now, with this VHS tape, I can see exactly what I was missing.
My name is Michelangelo, and I've been possessed by the spirit of Elvis Presley. You can do anything but stay off my shell.
Oh man, how did we get him started?
Splinter's telling the Turtles that their music can change lives. Oh, you bet it has.
I hear you sing, and this is good. Music can let you accomplish more than all of the weapons in the world. You can touch people. You can make a difference.
But pizza power.
I'll never forget Pizza Power, a song dedicated to pizza.
Growing up in a glass bowl with chameleons, lizards, and tadpoles, it hardly enters your mind that there's something better than this.
Believe it or not, this song was actually used at the end of the video game Turtles in Time. Skipping Stones was a song by Splinter, but listening to it on the tape, I never understood that it was supposed to be Splinter. It's that bad.
Oh yeah, I'm skipping stones. I'm a spoon blue pane of glass. A skipping stone.
The song Tubin is when things get really weird. That's when all the alligators come out in coconut bras and grass skirts. What's that all about? But then there's the song Cowabunga. It epitomizes everything the Turtles did to be hip.
Not that I'm crass, not that I'm rude, it's just that I'm a naturally humorous dude.
What I didn't realize was that this was half music and half stage show.
Thank you, Michelangelo, man. Hey, dude, chill out. I'm totally cool. No need to be bugging. That is, unless, of course, you're hungry. Ow! Come on, put a shell on it, Mike.
Yeah, come on, cut the talk, let's rock, huh?
There's about 40 minutes straight where the Turtles aren't playing music, and for much of the time, they aren't even on stage at all. Whether that's for better or for worse, you be the judge. This is when we see Baxter Stockman and Shredder take over the show. There's some really lousy fight choreography, but for actors performing in costumes in front of a live audience, I'm not going to be too hard on it.
Sometimes you feel like a foot, sometimes you don't.
Shredder's evil plan is to create a machine that will suck all the music from the world, because he hates music. I can see why. I guess the only music he's ever heard is the kind the Turtles are playing. If that's the music he's trying to rid the world of, then, well, he's the hero.
I control the world because the music is gone.
But wait,
And the leader from now on.
he's not making anything better by singing.
I hate music.
If he hates music, why is he making music?
I think it's the worst.
This is worse than all the Turtle songs combined. This song is not on the album. I wonder why. Then there's some kind of news reporter who's asking the kids for help.
Is there anything down there that I could have just to protect myself in case I run into any problems? Oh, that would be good. That would be a good thing.
Oh, it's one of those glowing swords. Remember those things?
Snakes! Snakes! Wires.
Then he asks the Turtles what they're doing to help, and they act like assholes.
It's dirty. Do you know what's going on? Have you seen Shredder?
Yeah, of course, we were up there fighting him, you go, God!
You saw
I
it.
wonder, did the audience actually see this part? Was it playing on a video screen, or was it just some extra crap for the VHS tape? Shredder makes fun of the kids. That's awesome.
What's your name? Huh? Peter? Is that your sister? Cousin? What's the matter? Couldn't get a date?
Imagine being a kid going to see the Turtles show and some guy in a horrible Shredder costume starts insulting you. It almost feels like a kiddie riot's gonna start.
Get off the stage!
Finally, the Turtles come back on stage, fight Shredder, and save the day with one last song. It's something that has to be seen to be believed.
Thank you! We love you!
But wait, that's not the end. Apparently, there was a second Ninja Turtles tour. I never heard of it until I saw this tape. Getting Down in Your Town.
Getting down in your town.
From what I've gathered, this was a much shorter show and played at amusement parks like Six Flags. There's not much new here, except now we have Casey Jones. They totally reinvented his character. He's nothing like the cartoon show or the movies.
Mom and dads, dudes and dudettes, feast your eyes on the criminal mastermind of all ages, Shredder.
Shredder.
Oh, look, no way!
Check it out. It's Edward Scissorface.
Whoa, hang on, what's
The best parts are the reactions from the crowd.
Come on, Jones. I'm waiting for you.
What really stuns me is that there is a live-action TV series called Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. Notice there's no teenage mutant in the title. That's right, the Turtles are now adults.
You are all almost 18 years of age.
The costumes are better than the Christmas special and Turtle Tunes. For a TV show, I expected worse. Let's get down to it. The premise is basically the same. You got your 4 turtles, or wait a minute, 5 turtles? Yes, count them. That is 5 turtles. And the new one happens to be a female.
I am Shinobi.
A girl turtle?
A girl turtle. Oh, thank you. Dreams do come true.
Apparently, she was in the same pet jar as the rest of them when they mutated, but she got washed away and was found by a shinobi master from China. Now this shinobi turtle named Venus is reunited with her siblings. Or wait, no, they're not siblings. This is the only time when the Turtles are explicitly not brothers.
We're not brothers.
There's one reason for this. Because they think she's hot. And if she was their sister, that would be a little disgusting. Now, of course, this is the second time they tried to add a girl to the Ninja Turtles. The first was Mona Lisa, but she was only a one-off sort of thing. Venus is here for the long run. She is a main character, so naturally a lot of fans feel that there shouldn't have been a 5th turtle. But then I realized there's no April O'Neil, so maybe the idea was to replace her. And there's Shredder.
You despicable fools.
Not as badass as in the movie, and not as ridiculous as the stage show. They discard him almost right away. Venus zaps him with some kind of electric mind power, and then he's done. The rest of the time, our villain is an ancient Chinese dragon lord. Looks like Godzilla in armor.
Surely you jest.
Don't call me Shirley.
That was funny when Leslie Nielsen said it in Airplane. Splinter is hilarious. Every time you see him, his jaw is gaping open, like, duh. Oh, look at that. Did they have some foot soldier costumes left over from the first movie? Yeah, new foot soldier, old foot soldier. These establishing shots I find interesting. Is the turtle sewer hole located next to the Seinfeld restaurant? Is that Jekyll and Hyde up there? You're kidding me. The turtles are driving around in a Hummer? Wow, they're really showing off that Hummer. Even the turtle van didn't get that kind of attention. The digital effects have gone completely overboard. Every scene has some kind of weird effect. Anytime there's a transition, we get a spinning shell or something. What happened? Did Leonardo burst into flame? Oh, no. Just another transition. The sound effects are wild, too.
Giddy up, dragon!
It's like Looney Tunes and Three Stooges combined. Every fight scene is full of bells, whistles, springs, horns, cymbals, and birds. Were they trying to make fun of the turtles? Was this a comedy? Well, it's pretty funny. Where was I when this thing aired? The show began in 1997, right after the cartoon series had ended. It goes without saying, it wasn't as successful or as long-lived as the cartoon, but it did accomplish one thing, a crossover with the fucking Power Rangers. There was only one season and 26 episodes. I never heard anybody talk about it when it was on, but now, thanks to the internet, we can shed light on everything in existence. Next Mutation is a strange but action-packed and entertaining anomaly in the Turtles franchise. Yes! There was also a really obscure VHS tape called Operation Blue Line. You want to see some really bad turtle costumes? Feast your eyes on this.
Are you there, Turtle?
Hi, April! How's our favorite news reporter?
Not good, guys. We got trouble.
Didn't know this existed? Neither did I, but from now on, I will never complain about any of the other turtle costumes.
All right, beam me up, Scotty! Whoa!
What the hell is this? Where did it come from? Okay, so I looked into it, and apparently this was not a commercially sold tape. It was given out for free and only locally. It was a PSA intended for encouraging people to use a new transit system, which probably makes it one of the most rare Ninja Turtles things to ever exist. And it has a hysterically lame plot to go with it. A new train line is opening up, the Blue Line, which goes between Los Angeles and Long Beach. But there's some douchebag named Gridlock. No, not Shredder, or Baxter, or Rat King, or any of the villains you saw on the show. His evil scheme is to hide signs that pertain to the Blue Line so that people won't find out about it and clog the roads with traffic. So April has to call on the Turtles to help spread word on the new transit system. So when it comes to live-action Turtle stuff, there's a lot of it, much more than I ever expected to find. You thought Turtles 3 was bad? Turtles 3 is heaven.
Power.